only promote the truth.
Woo! What a break. That was nonstop. That was nonstop. Between the last time I got off from y'all to coming back here, it was nonstop. I ain't get no break. And then my wife just put some beautiful salmon down in front of me. She goes, "Well, need to get you plenty of protein today." And so I had to scarf down some salmon and then run in here. Just brush my teeth, then run in here and go, "All right, we gotta keep tearing it down." Can y'all hear me? Mic check. Mic check. We're going in. New Year's Eve is a lie. And you ain't got to lie, but we're gonna prove the lie. And you're gonna get your eyes open like never before. Everybody hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button, hit the share button, but definitely the like. And if you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe. So go do some housekeeping. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're doing these basic things in order to participate in kingdom business. So we're here doing the Malakuta di Shemiah Ananim today. Now check this out. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Everybody, if you haven't done so, go over to TS Info. I got it on the screen. Bottom left-hand corner. tsinfo.org. That's what we're doing today as a campaign. It's Operation Elevate 3. So we're elevating. Y'all can feel it too. Like if you've been in here in the trenches with us, you are like, you see yourself elevating. So every time we name these, it's on. Thank y'all, everyone, for giving me the confirmation that you can hear me loud and clear. I promise you, this session is going to trip you out because I'm going to walk you down through what's in front of your face anyway. And I'm going to show you how to keep real time and never get ever the rest of your life and then your generations. Thank you, Brother Daniel, in the building with a nice super. Kingdom business, Daniel Bakote's been known for saying since I met him. First time I heard about Daniel Bakote is November 2023. He came in saying kingdom business. And he just wanted to be a small supporter. And next thing you know, he's one of our largest, if not the largest supporters that we've got. Why? He know we're doing kingdom business. And so if you have not yet went over to tsinfo.org and said, all right, look, I'm going to contribute. Think first fruits. Go all the way back to the vow that Yaakov made with Yahuwah. Abraham, you know Abraham. Yitzhak, that's Isaac. Yaakov. Yaakov, he gets his name changed to Yisrael, son named Israel. The 12 tribes come off of him. So the great granddaddy is Abraham. And Yahuwah made a promise to Abraham. And this is what happens. Come on, Kimsky. All of a sudden, Kimsky, that's a new name. Come on, who's Kimsky? Sister Kim, who's Kimsky? Is that Kim or is that daughter Kim? That's cool. Robert Stevens in the building with that awesome, him and his awesome wife, Natasha, up in here. So look at the progression. You got Yahuwah makes this promise to Abraham. Abraham was faithful. He was a friend of Yahuwah. And he was given that credit because of his faith. He has a son named Yitzhak. Yitzhak, what's he do? He has a son named Yaakov, Jacob. Yaakov, he is, and they all were wondering at one time or another. They were just out wondering. Kimberly said, that's me. Kimsky. Now you Kimsky now, Kim. Kim gonna be Kimsky. Oh, let me get you down in up here. You gonna be Kimsky now. My dear Lena, please. So, I think I fixed it, babe. I think I fixed it. I was getting my air straight. Lena got me with this remote control air, and it's all fancy. So he makes a vow with Yahuwah. So Yaakov makes a vow with Yahuwah. And he says to him, I think I got it straight. Just want to make sure because it wasn't getting cool for a second. He makes a vow. He says, if you see me in the way I go and you provide me food and you provide me clothes, he took it material now. Don't just be talking spiritual. He was majorly in regards to material. And then he stepped and said, and you remain my allure. You be the only one that I follow. Then I will give you a tenth of everything that I get. See, most people, they lose it. They don't know that Malachi chapter 3, when you're talking about tithes and offerings, people go, oh, that ain't here no more. That means you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because you missed the transition from the Luyim. So that's the sign name Levites. You missed the transition from the Luyim over to Yahudah. You missed that transition. And you're missing that it's connected directly. Like your brother Joe in the building, Yahuwah over everything. You're missing that direct connection to that vow. So those ties are connect direct. And I done proved it. Go on and type in tithes and offerings in our search engine and watch me take you to the scriptures and prove a lot of the breakthrough you want in your finances. If you don't go get connected with the vow of YAHUAH, you're just going to let all this life pass you by. And you're going to wait till the afterlife to get it when you're supposed to have 100-fold in this life. The 100-fold in this is available here. But the 100-fold is attached to that vow because we come off of the 12 tribes of Israel. And if you're attracted to this message now, high probability you're from one of them 12 tribes. It's high probability. How do I know, Jay? He said, Jay, how do you know that? I've been following Yahuwah for almost 18 years. And it's a high probability that you know the name Yahuwah because of the work that me and the team did almost 18 years ago and have been doing since. We never stopped. Once we started, we never stopped. We were doing search engine optimization. We started creating we created a website. And then when we got to 2020, we ramped everything up with video. And then 2023, we went a whole nother level. We started going live streams. And we were at 13,000 subscribers after 3 years. And in 1 year, we're now at almost 180,000, over 177,000 subscribers. That's over 160,000 subscribers in 1 year. You want to know why? I started honing in on, I figured it out. I was on it years ago, but it clicked when I started translating and getting into the details. All the little key details of the Abari words, I started going, wait a minute. This vow is connected to Malachi. So we've been hearing in these churches and all this stuff. Nobody knows what the heck it's about. Nobody understands what the heck tithe is really about. And all of a sudden I start doing translate and I go, that's connected to YAHUAH, who became Yisrael. And if I'm one of them 12 tribes, I've got to be up under that vow. And a tenth of everything I get, I bring it to the storehouse of Yahuwah. And then he promises to take the whole out of my sack. He promises to not to let the devourer devour me. And he's got the same promise for you. So that's why I love the platform we put together, and we teach you how to tithe. We teach you, get out in your community. If you want to do something to promote the truth, that's up to you, because you know this is fertile ground. That's up to you. We know that Yahuwah, the 144 are going to promote the truth. There's 144 people here, including me. So that means 143. Hold on, my wife, my son. All right, that's 3 for sure of the 144. Kai's already, he's a native born. He's one of the few native born followers of Yahuwah in the world. My son, me and Lena's son, our son, he's one of the few native born Yahuans in the world, followers of Yahuwah. So he's attached to the max. So that's 3. There's 141 spots available then. Are you one of them remaining 141? If that's you, you're going to be the ones that you protect what Yahuwah has worked through me as an emissary, because I've identified the core things that are the breakthroughs on this earth as well as in heaven. So I've identified them. So we're going to warm this up again. How many of y'all want to do another warm up, another jam session? We're featuring PTT music today on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, you name it, we're on your platform. Get over there to PTT Music. I'm just going to feature some of the songs. This is going to be a great warm-up because I'm going to show us exactly how to do the calendar. I'm going to show us exactly how to do the calendar. Hold on. Before I do it. A little housekeeping here. Because I needed to remember this from the other day. Because I'm like, some people are missing out on stuff. There's a few things y'all missing out on that I don't want y'all to miss out on. I'm going to put it on the screen. All right? You don't need to be missing out on stuff. Like this eternal life stuff, you got to take it serious. You only got one eternal life. All right, now watch. This is critical. If you're not on here, because this is all your backups. All right, everybody get on the newsletter. All right, so I just put it on. I'm going to put it on the screen too. So go to promotethetruth.com/newsletter. I got the link in the chat. But if you're on the replay, you see it on the screen. You got to type it in. So promotethetruth.com/newsletter. Very simple. Put your name or your email in there. And now you're on the newsletter. And we're going to be doing some more special things with the newsletter. So we'll do communications pretty much on all platforms. It always goes to Telegram first. Right? But each one of these usually gets something different. I don't want y'all to miss nothing. So get on the newsletter, promotethetruth.com/newsletter. If you're watching the replay, it's critical. We're not going to let you miss stuff when it comes to securing your eternal life. You're going to have to endure to the end. And everything we put out is endurance material. It's edification. It's uplifting. It locks you in there. So everybody, promotethetruth.com/newsletter. Everybody's got to be on it. I'll give you another one. Very important. This is everybody. So now, everybody, you got your promotethetruth.com/newsletter. What we always communicate first on, hold on, let me take it back. It didn't do right. Let me take it off. Let me make sure I got it right. I'm going to take that off. Remove there. Hold on, got to remove it off Facebook. Hold on, removing it. It's separated when I put it up. So you got to always make sure you're on the PTT Telegram channel, and it's right on your phone. All right? It's a free download. Fam. So this is what I like about it. It's international. It's free. Okay? It's international and it's free. There it goes. I'm put it on the screen. PTTgram.com. So that's to promote the Truth Telegram channel. And all communications about what we're going to do go out first on Telegram. And there's insights that never go anywhere else except Telegram. So some of the deepest insights, and you get all kind of testimonials. You're watching what other people are doing. You're getting special trainings, special announcements. They're going on that Telegram channel. We want that because that puts us international fast. We can just push notifications right away. You just download it on your phone. It's a free app on your phone, Telegram. And when we post on that Telegram, you can just press down on the message if you feel like it's really motivated you. And there's all kind of emojis that will pop up. Put a fire emoji, a heart emoji, prayer emoji, whatever you want. But we encourage you to put some emojis on it when all of a sudden it hits. So that's the two things I want y'all to do. Get on the newsletter, get on Telegram. And if you're over on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow. Okay? Hey, do y'all remember also when we started on Facebook, we had 1,100 followers over on Facebook. Now it's almost 5,000 in a year. Just organically talking to people, But I think, we should warm this thing up a little bit. PTT Music on all platforms. PTT Music on all platforms, fam. Make sure you know. And if they think they're going to stop this, guess what I'm going to say to them?
Ain't no way I'm turning back around. Left my past behind. nobody drag me down. I'm moving forward, eyes on the truth. Every step is steady. Can't you see I'm walking proof? They said I fall, they said I break, but Yahuah's guide me, my path to make. Matter the storm, the trials, the pain, anchored strong, always rising again. Ain't no way I'm losing faith. Ain't no way I'm led astray. Yahuah's power, I'll stand and stay. It ain't no way I'm turning away. Ain't no way I'm losing faith. Ain't no way I'm led astray. Yahuah's power, I'll stand and stay. It ain't no way I'm turning away. I've seen shadows.
See, it can't be no way. Ain't no way we gonna lose faith. Ain't no way we turning around. Ain't no way we going back. Ain't no way they're gonna prevail. The gates of hell are not gonna prevail against what Yahuwah is called to be. So we're in a jam session while we're warming up for learning the real calendar, exposing the lie. We're exposing the lie of New Year's Eve. If you're out there today and you thought it was innocent, no. You're celebrating the pagan god Janus, the two-faced god. And you don't want no part of that. So you got to look at Yahuwah, grab Yahuwah, and you got to never let Yahuwah.
Don't let go, I'm on it now. Ain't got that fire, I won't back down. Every breath, every chance we take, with you I know I'll never break. Don't let go, I'm here to stay. Through every turn, finding my way. In this love, I feel the flow. This is us and I won't let go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was caught up in the rush, moving fast, running through moments, but they wouldn't last. It took a while to see what was real. Through every high, every low I feel, you hold me steady, make me whole. Now I'm not letting go, not letting go. Every step and every beat, it's you and me. I found my rhythm, finally free. Yeah, Yahuwah with me, I'm moving strong. With you, I know where I belong. Don't let go, I'm on it now. Ain't got that fire, I won't back down. Every breath, every chance we take, with you I know I'll never break. Don't let go, I'm here to stay. Through every turn, finding my way. In this love, I feel the flow. This is us and I won't let go. No, I won't let go.
Man, what a song to Yahuwah. When you say to Yahuwah, this is us, and I won't let go. What about them words, man? This is us, and I won't let go. This is us, Yahuwah, and I won't let go. For all you brand new folks out there that are wondering what's going on, we have an entire music platform called PTT Music. It's on your favorite streaming station. Apple Music, Spotify. Go over there. It's like 70 plus songs on there right now. We've been giving you a sprinkle of some of the songs today just so you can kind of get an idea about what we got going on here. But I mean, it's strong. But you got to make a decision. Because when you go follow Yahuwah, you're going to have to be strong. In order to be strong,
when
you
the
have to
world
get
gets rough and the
built.
shadows grow old, his presence is here. It's gotta do all. If you try I face, I'm not alone. I'm built for this. My strength untold. I will not fold. Yahuwah's hope. Strong as ever. I trust in He. Throughout all my difficulties, no fear left. I stand on my feet. I'm seeing His light. I'm built for this. I'm ready to fight. I'm taking the hits. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm feeling His power. I'm built for this. He's guiding me here. Don't need my fists. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm seeing His light. I'm built for this. I'm ready to fight. I'm taking the hits. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm feeling His power. I'm built for this. He's guiding me here. Don't need my fists. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm seeing His light. I'm built for this. I'm ready to fight. I'm taking the hits. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm feeling His power. I'm built for this. He's guiding me here. Don't need my fists. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. Every challenge I see, His plan unfold. With faith in my spirit, I know I'll be brave and bold. He paved the way and He helped me through. Thought it was over, but now I have more work to do. Yeah. With every day I whisper, I stand and resist. Don't worry about the misuse, no, it's been dismissed. Yahuwah came through and He handled it. Oh, so quick, He insists. I made to rise, faith is on my reach, let's fast. I'm a soldier in His army, I'm equipped with strength. Follow His lead and I know I got this. None too hard, none too strong. Yahuwah came through to carry the load. Was lost and cold, feeling disposed. Yahuwah showed up, relieved my soul. Now my story much better has been retold. I trusted His plan and I've been restored. I wake up with meaning, He's leading the way. He strokes of the day. Used to think I was destined to fail, but faith will come at a deal full scale. Yahuwah prepared me for battle and more. Any challenge I face, I'm ready to soar. Facing storms, I stand my ground and He struck at their strength and it has been found. I'm built for this, I'm built for this. Facing storms, I stand my ground and He struck at their strength and it has been found. Through the darkness I see the light. Every battle that fuels my fight. Every setback opens a door, and I know greatness is in store. Through the darkness I see the light.
You gotta listen to them words. You gotta listen to them words. Every setback opens a door. Come on. Hannah Teller said, just getting fired up with this powerful jam session. So, hey, PTT Music on all your favorite platforms, but every song has a message that's going to build you up for a fact. Not even maybe. You see? And the beautiful part about Yahuwah is like when we are weak, He is strong. So as you're going through the building part, there'll be some days where you're going to get tested and you're going to have to fall back on Yahuwah, man. You're going to fall back on Him.
They couldn't compare when it comes to you. Now I wake every morning knowing it was you. You pick me up every morning when I don't know what to do. I know that it's true. Yeah, some days I fall into the sidelines and give up, but then I find your light. You provide it, solace and warmth. Yeah, some days I'll be giving it to my pride, but then I see the sunrise. You provide it, giving me solace and warmth. If I can't stand on my own 2 feet, I'm gonna fall back on you, yeah. Fall back, yeah. If I can't depend on myself, I know I can depend on you, yeah. I'm feeling anxious, I don't know what I could do. I find a way, but I'm needing, yeah. I get on both knees and I pray to you. It's true, I'm needing you. I'm in a world so wicked up. I pray to keep myself from drifting off. And then you come and shower me in love. Your love, your love. If I can't stand on my own 2 feet.
I mean, y'all think about that. What these songs is doing, because you're going to be going through different things. There's going to be some days you think you can't make it. You fall back on Yahuwah. He says, hey, cast your burdens upon me. Yahuwah Mashiach says, because my burden is light. That's what that song is geared towards. It's to make sure that we cast our burdens up on him. And when we do it, and we get consistent, and we learn that he's the heir, and we start working with the Father,
I feel it stirring deep within. It's a rhythm that I can't shake, a force that moves within me. Something I've always known, gentle as a feather, but strong enough to rise. You fill my heart with joy, you got me flowing. Your love, it changes me like rain, it's pouring. I don't know where I'd be without your leading, and it won't ever stop. You got me flowing. With every step, the current flows, yes. It's a pulse that can't be still, an endless well of something more. It keeps my spirit filled. Yahuwah calls, I answer. Oh yes, I do. His voice, it lifts me higher. You fill my heart with joy, you got me flowing. Your love, it changes me like rain, it's pouring. I don't know where I'd be without your leading, and it won't ever stop. You got me flowing. I'm but a vessel Yahuwah fills, shining his light where before only shadows grew. And where it's dry, my cells become the rain, falling like the morning dew, erasing years of pain. It's wisdom in my whisper, oh, it's power in my breath. You fill my heart with joy, you got me flowing.
Man, Yahuwah got us flowing over here, don't he? Yahuwah got us flowing over here. See, listen to my words. I'm ministering to you. I'm ministering to you through the songs. I wrote like all the lyrics, about 90+%, and then co-wrote the rest of them. So they're coming from a high level position from the Ruach, these words. And these beats, they just off the charts. But I'm telling you, no matter what we do, we're going to become who we hang around. That's why y'all gathering here with us here today, it's a whole new level, because you're building a new brotherhood, a new sisterhood. You finally get some real friends up in here.
How many of us have them?
Real.
I say, how many of us have them?
How many?
You know what I mean? Okay. Hey, friends. How many can you call your real friends?
How many?
How many of us have a real friend?
Be real.
Hold you down, yeah, I'm talking thick and thin.
Thick and thin.
Keep it solid in any situation.
Go.
How many can you call your real friends?
Real friends.
How many of us have a real friend?
Straight up.
Hold you down, yeah, I'm talking thick and thin.
Thick and thin.
Keep it solid in any situation. The company you keep becomes who you are. I'm just being real. Tell me what I gotta lie for. Might be hanging out and everything is fine, but I gotta check if your energy aligned. Bad friends have you tripping, have you doing crimes, running from the law until you doing time. That ain't what I'm on. I'm aiming for the better. Bad friends come and go, call them fair weather, and they try to test you. That's that peer pressure. Know your boundaries, you can't let them do whatever. Yahuwah wanna see you win, he's amazing. Gotta pay attention and be careful of a fake friend. Friends, how many can you call your real friends?
Real friends.
How many of us have a real friend? Hold you down, yeah, I'm talking thick and thin.
Thick and thin.
Keep it solid in any situation.
That's right.
How many can you call your real friends?
How many?
How many of us have a real friend?
Real friends.
Hold you down, yeah, I'm talking thick and thin.
Thick and thin.
Keep it solid in any situation. I don't need them coming round trying to throw me off. Hey, I pay them no mind, I give no regard. regard. Thought you was my homie, thought you was my boy. Used to be my day one, we done seen it all. You've been talking down, you've been thinking negative. Shake it off, not the direction that I was heading in. And you full of jealousy, like why you so competitive? Toxic.
What y'all gonna do with these words? With those beats? These beats, these words, put them together and Yahuwah in the middle? Tell me you ain't learning something in this jam session. Hey, we ain't got nothing but a few more, man. We warming up here and about to go in. Y'all know we going in. Y'all know we going in. And when we go in, we only uplift the name of Yahuwah.
His name is Yahuwah. He's the Most High. He's the Most High. Yeah, his name is Yahuwah. We specialize. Yeah, his name is Yahuwah. I'll say it again. Yeah, his name is Yahuwah. He gets the win. He gets the win. I see the world turning, searching for the light. So many voices and names, but only one is right. Through every storm, every lie that's been told, there's a truth rising up. Now it's breaking the mold. His name's got the power, the fire, the might, shining like the stars in the darkest night. There's no stopping, no holding it back. It's Yahuwah's name, it's leading the path. His name is Yahuwah. He's the Most High. He's the Most High. Yeah, his name is Yahuwah. His name is Yahuwah. We specialize. Yeah, his name is Yahuwah. His name is Yahuwah. I'll say it again. Say it again. Yeah, his name is Yahuwah. His name is Yahuwah. He gets the win. He gets the win. Generations tried to hide, tried to bury it deep, but his name's breaking out, waking us from our sleep. From the corners of the earth to the hearts of the lost, Yahuwah's calling back.
I tell y'all what. I tell y'all what. That song don't make you move. Ain't nobody put no jam together like that for Yahuwah. Nobody. We finally put a jam together, man. Just bring it. I said, I want something to just where it just jams. I want the bass bumping. I want it coming to the core. You know what's amazing? We think about his name. We think what he's done for us. We look back. We look ahead. We look where we're at right now. And at every corner, at every turn, he's guiding us.
I was blinded and somehow you saved me. Now I could see again. See again. I was calling, but I never thought that you were listening. Listening. I never thought that I would ever survive. I got so caught up in all the days of my life. Then you reached out your hand and brought me to life. And it came by surprise. Then I just realized, oh, don't wanna lose, but if I did, I know you'll stand beside me. Stand beside me. Oh, and if I ever lost my way, I know you'll be my guidance. Be my guidance. Don't wanna lose, but if I did, I know you'll stand beside me. Stand beside me. Oh, and if I ever lost my way,
take some of y'all back. Very first track we put out, Guidance, right there. And he started guiding us the whole way. First track we put out was that song, Guidance. It's got thousands of streams. Go over there to your favorite platform. Support the music because you're going to expand not only your spirit and your soul, but you're going to promote Yahuwah's name. So the more streams we get, the more shares of the streams we get, the better we get Yahuwah's name out there, right? Hey, I'm almost done, y'all. I just want to kind of warm y'all up a little bit. See how y'all going, you know. How y'all feel about it?
I'm listening now, but only the truth is allowed. Talk to me, yeah, make it clear. Only what's real is welcome here. Talk to me. I'm not here for the drama or the lies. Keep it real, I see it in your eyes. If you got truth, bring it to my door. Believe the fake vibes, don't need them no more. If it's real, I'll hear it loud. Truth speaks clear above the crowd. Talk to me, don't hold it back. If it's real, I'll have you back. Don't waste my time, I'm moving fast. Only real talk is built to last. If you can't back it up, then let it go. Cause only truth can help me grow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Talk to me, tell me what's true. Keep it honest and show me the real you. Talk to me, leave the games behind. If it's not real, don't cross my mind. Talk to me, I'm listening now, but only the truth is allowed. Talk to me, yeah, make it clear. Only what's real is welcome here. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
I want you to talk to me.
New era. New mind state.
Hey, talk to me, no filter. You ain't gotta hold back. I heard so many lies in my lifetime. Lately I've been looking for the facts. Mentally is where I'm at. Fakeness I can never look past. Heard a voice deep inside, so I figured I should talk back. I'm on a new path and I'm better than ever. Feel like I finally got it together. Hit on.
Woo! Y'all gonna have to talk to me. Tell me I don't hit you in your zone. Y'all gonna have to talk to me. You hearing all this music? It's gotta be doing something to you. It's gotta be making you
always
strong.
burn like a fire, burn like a fire, till the flames get higher, flames get higher. Bound to walk the horizon, come back with fire, standing and shaking, built as a fighter, with Yahuwah's power. Pack my bags, I'm leaving, changing like the seasons. You know the reason, Yahuwah's my reason. I'm stronger now. Ooh, stronger now. Ooh, stronger now. Ooh, stronger now. Ooh. Burning bright, I'll burst the mold. Used to cry, my heart was cold. Took my shine, but not my gold. Couldn't have treasures untold. You love to play firefighter, play firefighter, but I'm a flame to a lighter, flame to a lighter, and now the flames getting higher, flames getting higher. I was made to burn like the fire. I'm stronger now. I'm stronger now. You can try to break me down, but I'm stronger now. I'm stronger.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all getting stronger. You just listen to the music. Rose is brand new in here. She said, y'all got some music up in here. Y'all got some music. I'm gonna give you one more, then we're going in. One more, and we're going in. Well, we're gonna tear up New Year's Eve. We're gonna learn the real calendar, and we coming in. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be red hot.
You ain't gotta bite your tongue, you know what the real is.
Red hot.
It's hot. Let's go. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot off the presses. Yeah, I hope you heard. Here to spread the message. Yeah, I got the word. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot off the presses. Yeah, I hope you heard. Here to spread the message. Yeah, I got the word. Hey, hey, I can't lose my balance. Life been hitting me hard, but I'm always ready for the challenge. Peace to my creator, giving me power, now you heard. Hot up off the presses, give the message and the word. Yeah, I'm never seeing defeat. I got faith, I keep it with me. Gotta remind you who the Mashiach, that is a message I need to repeat. Look in the mirror, you feeling defeated like nobody's coming to save you. Well, let me tell you that you are incredible and you are highly favored. Yeah, this your time now, looking for the truth, come and find out. Got me getting hype, can't calm down, I just had to put it in a song now. Yeah, this is major, there ain't nothing that's greater. Yeah, the truth really this hot, jumping in my hands like hot potato. Red hot, red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot off the presses. Yeah, I hope you heard. Here to spread the message. Yeah, I got the word. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot, red hot, red hot, it's red. Red hot off the presses. Yeah, I hope you heard. Here to spread the message. Yeah, I got the word. I ain't got nothing to hide. Been at the bottom and very depressed. Needed somebody to give me some guidance to help me with pain, get rid of the stress. That's how it is, cause when you living, then you gotta go through so many tests. Found Yahuwah, my true master. Gotta say it with all of my chest. It's gonna rain sometimes. It's a mountain that you gon' climb, but ain't no giving up. Keep trying, and I promise one day you'll shine. Had to switch up my own state of mind. I'm just speaking my heart. I don't fit in with the crowd now. You gotta set me apart.
I don't fit in with the crowd. I don't fit in with the crowd. You gotta set me apart. How y'all like them lyrics with them beats? All right, we did a jam session to warm it up. I think we did pretty good. I think it's hot. I think it's red hot. We gotta say this with all of our chests. Shout out. Put some fire emojis in the chat if you love a PTT music and you appreciate the jam session as we're rocking on this telethon today. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Let's keep it red hot. Let's get the algorithm jacked up. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button because you're getting ready to learn, many of you for the first time ever, how to keep time. I'm going to expose, which I did this morning, the pagan calendar, the Gregorian calendar that you're following is on your smartphone. That's not Yahuwah's creation calendar. That's not how you keep time. You cannot learn what the Shabbat days are and the appointed times. He said, I don't fit in with the crowd. You got to set me apart. Y'all got it? I got the fire emojis blazing. I need about 15 more fire emojis. 15 more people hit the fire emojis, then I go in. I'm going in. And all we got to do is understand. All we got to do is understand what is it that Yahuwah wants us to do. See, we're calling New Year's Eve a lie. That's a bold statement. The world, they're saying that it's a new year. Now, I'm going to go to Daniel. I'm going to Daniel chapter 7. And I'm going to read you verse 25. And it speaks, hold on. And it speaks words against the Most High. And it wears out the set apart ones of the Most High. So it says that this beast power is talking about the beast power. It says that this beast power was going to wear out the set apart ones. Guess what happened? The set apart ones got wore out. Where are they? Where they at? So before we brought Yahuwah to the world, 2007, if you typed his name in Google, you got 0 results. In YouTube, you got 0 results. Where in the world was Yahuwah's name all this time? Well, what happened is this prophecy came true that Daniel saw. He said this beast power is going to wear out the set apart ones, going to suppress them so bad, it's going to be almost gone. I mean, it's going to be down to the minute. And there's been millions of people get killed thinking about calling on the name of Yahuwah. Those who did call on Yahuwah, they got smashed. And the door was open because Yahuwah knew they were not going to be obedient. And see, it's the obedience that provides the protection. Now, there is a time that Yahuwah said, I'm going to let my people, but it's all because of the disobedience that gets in. So there were people, they told it. They did the right thing, but they were underneath the third and fourth generation curse because they didn't follow Yahuwah. So what's happened is the progression of the progression of the progression. And now we're at this end time where we're looking and we can see these words and we got to be wise enough to go, all right, I get it. And it speaks words against the Most High, and it wears out the set apart ones of the Most High. And it intends to change appointed times and laws. So it says that its intention is to change what? Appointed times. Go back to Bereshit, Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14. Then Yahuwah said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to divide the day from the night. And let these lights be for signs and for what? Appointed times. So now I'm looking here at Daniel, and I can see that Yahuwah said that the beast power was going to do everything it could to an intentional change the appointed times. So there's no wonder you don't know about the appointed times. There's no wonder that I, for years, was misled and didn't know any appointed times. Starting with New Moon Day. You don't know nothing about no time unless you acknowledge and you keep set apart the new moon, like all the ancients of old did. And I explained that in the first session, that when they came out of Matzar, I should say, before he let them leave Egypt, Matzar, he explained to them, this is how you keep time. He says, this new moon shall be the what? First of the month for you. And you will base the year. You will be able to tell your year now. Simple. But the beast power says, no, 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 no. See, if you don't get this, you're going to end up getting the mark of the beast. Have you heard that before? This is a mark of the beast conversation. Y'all didn't know I was going there, but I'm there. You're going to end up receiving the mark of the beast if you don't know how to tell time. And that's a fact. If you can't tell time based on how Yahuwah said, the lights, we got to pay attention to the lights that he put in the expanse, because it's the lights that will be for signs, for appointed times, for days and years. So the lights is going to tell me how to keep time. What lights? 15. Genesis 1:15. Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. 16. And Yahuwah made two great lights. So he talks about the lights. Now he's going to tell us what lights he's talking about. The greater light was called the sun. You've heard that before? And it was to rule the day. And the lesser light was called the moon. Heard that before? And it was to rule the night and the stars. Okay, so now we know that the two lights that Yahuwah is talking about is the sun and the moon. So we call it the lunar solar calendar. If your calendar is not lunar and solar combined, you are against Yahuwah's word. The Gregorian calendar is a solar-based only calendar. So the calendar in your phone, the calendar on your wall, the calendar that all these governments are going by is a primary solar-based calendar. Why? Because they worship the sun and they tell you what the greatest day is on their calendar. They tell you their greatest day is Sunday. And the whole world wonders after it. How many people pay homage, go worship on the Sunday? How many? It's ridiculous. So what we do is we help you realize this before it's too late. You're here right in the nick of time. If you celebrate New Year's Eve tonight, you are rejecting Yahuwah, and he's going to reject you. That's if you know better. If you didn't know better, he got plans for that. But if you know better and you do it, there's no plan for you. So now I know it. So once I saw that, I was like, and when I first called on Yahuwah, I didn't get it. I was still coming out of all of the customs and traditions of humans. And I found him in 2007. And then early 2008, I was like, as I kept studying the word, I said, wait a minute. He didn't say remember the Sabbath date. He didn't say keep a 24-hour Sabbath. He never told me anywhere in any scriptures, keep it from Friday evening to Saturday evening. Take 2 days, parts of 2 days and make them one. He never told me that. How did I get all this stuff? It's the traditions of humans. So once I took the word for what it is, and then when I went over to Exodus, it was lights out. As soon as I went to Exodus, hold on, let me go over there real quick. Y'all got your seatbelts on? You're going to need about 8 of them. You're going to need about 8 of them. You're going to need 8 seatbelts to get through this. When I went to Exodus chapter 12, that's Shemut is the real name of the book of Exodus. And I went to chapter 12, all the codes unlocked for me. Now y'all gonna have to put some seatbelts on. I'm gonna prove some stuff and then I'm gonna break the calendar down for you. And you're gonna be sitting there with no excuse here in a second. Man, you getting within the minutes range of getting clear for the rest of your life. And now your children, your grandchildren, you can say, hey, if you ain't got none, you can get it right from the beginning. If you got some, you can tell them and then leave it up to them. If they're past 20, they're accountable. If they're below 20, if they're 19 or less, you're responsible for them right now. Now watch this. Yahuwah told Moshe, Exodus chapter 12, verse 1 and 2. Yahuwah told Moshe and Aaron while they were in the land of Matzar, that's Egypt, saying, this new moon shall mark the beginning of months for you. So now we have Yahuwah the Most High saying, this new moon here that's coming up. And we know when it was. It was during the Abib. So it's the spring equinox. We know it. We ain't got to guess. This is scientifically, historically proven that when he's talking here, he said this new moon, the closest new moon to the spring equinox is the first new moon. That's it. They call it Abib. It's easy work. He said, this new moon shall mark. See, you're going to receive the mark one way or another. This is Yahuwah's mark. This is how he starts to mark you. I'm going to prove it in a second. This new moon shall mark for you the beginning of months for you. See, that's a mark you. You follow this, I'm marking you. I'm setting you apart. I don't fit in with the crowd. I don't fit in with Matzar. I don't fit in with Mama and them. I don't fit in with the church. You got to set me apart. I'm over here rocking with YAHUAH. YAHUAH told me that the first new moon, all I got to do is read a little bit further. You're going to get this a B. The first new moon shall mark the beginning of months for you. It shall be the first month of the year for you. Now he done put the months and the year together in 2 verses. And what did he say? He said back in 114, the days, which a month is made up of days, and years is going to be based on the great lights. And so how I know it's lunar and solar, because the lunar is going to mark the month. The solar, that's going to be the Abib, that's the spring equinox. All I got to do is find the newest moon to the spring equinox, and I got it. I don't fit in with the crowd. You got to set me apart. Now, why is this critical to YAHUAH? I'm going to chapter 31. Keep scrolling. I'm in the true scriptures that's going to be coming out. So if you go to tsinfo.org, you're going to get the purest translation. You're going to be able to understand it, and you and your house are going to now have the true word of YAHUAH to make an intelligent decision. If you keep reading King James and all that, you're going in the lake. There's no doubt. There's no way you're going to be prevented. You're not getting eternal life. Because YAHUAH is going, you know what he's going to say to you? Watch. Some of y'all going, it ain't fair. I'm going to tell you what he's going to say to you. I've been studying him too long. He's going to say, did you seek for me with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength to find me? YAHUAH, he's going to say to you, don't come crying to me about something I gave you the power to change. You could have found me. You could have found me if you would have sought for me with all your heart. And guess what? You found him. I'm going to read that, Brother Brian. Brother Brian got one for y'all. You could have found him. And guess what happened? You messed around. If you're here today and you didn't know any better, you found him. You better be praising. You better be praising YAHUAH. He didn't let you, he giving you an opportunity to get this right. Watch. I'm in Shemut, Exodus chapter 31. I'm going to start at verse 12. Then YAHUAH spoke to Moshe saying, speak to the children of Israel. If you're not in Israel, just so you understand, stop thinking about Israel, that piece of land over there. Those people there are not the real Yahudim. They're not the people. Unless they call on and follow the name of YAHUAH, there might be a few. If you hear me and you do, will you please send a message into info@promotethetruth.com and say, I'm in Israel and I'm following YAHUAH the right way. I'm ignoring all this nonsense, this Talmud around here. Now watch this. So you got to be in Yisrael. Then speak to the children of Yisrael saying, my Shabbats, this is appointed times. This is appointed times. My Shabbats, you are to guard by all means. YAHUAH said you are to guard my Shabbats. What makes up his Shabbats? These days of rest starts with the new moon. Most people don't get it. Most people think it starts with the 7-day Sabbath. Nope. Starts with the new moon. That's how you start a month out. And he tells you to rest. Chill on the Shabbat. He said, we're going to observe the Shabbat, Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 66, verse 23. He says, we're going to observe the new moon from one new moon to the next new moon, from one Shabbat to the next Shabbat throughout eternity. We're never going to stop doing this. We're never going to stop doing it. So you're going to sit there and argue when it's, he says, by all means, you are to guard my Shabbats. Because it is a sign. Wait a minute. YAHUAH just said, you are to guard my Shabbats by all means, for it is a sign. They are signs between you and me throughout your generations, to know that I, YAHUAH, am setting you apart. Y'all gonna make me run out of here? Is that what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna make your brother just run out of here? How am I gonna get through this lesson when I'm just fired up, when I see it this clear? I don't know how I'm gonna get through it, tell you the truth. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this because I see it so clear and I want to impress it upon you for you to get it. Now look, I'm reading Genesis 1:14 again. Then Yahuwah said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to divide the day from the night. Let these lights be for signs. So the first thing he says, before appointed times and before days and years, he says that the two lights, the sun and the moon, are to be for signs. Then all of a sudden, we come over to Shamut, Exodus 31:12. And then we get to verse 13, and he says, my Shabbats you are to guard by all means, because it is a sign between you and me throughout your generations to know that I, Yahuwah, am setting you apart. You shall guard the Shabbat because it is set apart to you. Everyone that violates the Shabbat shall surely be put to death. Whoever does any work on it, that person shall be cut off from among their people. 6 days work is done, but the seventh day is a Shabbat of complete rest, set apart to Yahuwah, set apart to Yahuwah. Whoever does any work on the Shabbat shall certainly be put to death. The children of Israel, y'all better pay attention. The children of Israel shall guard the Shabbat, to observe the Shabbat throughout their generations. Are we still in generations? Yes. As an everlasting covenant. Yahuwah said this is an everlasting covenant. You can't get rid of the word everlasting. You can't nail the word everlasting to some cross. that the Savior never hung on a cross. He hung on a tree, a stake. But your Christian church and pastor will tell you some nonsense like Yahuwah's ways were nailed to some cross, which is Tammuz worship, Nimrod, which is the sun worship. So I look over here and he tells me this is an everlasting covenant. Can't break it. You can't get past everlasting. And guess what he says again in verse 17? Exodus 31:17. Got us sitting here bare before Yahuwah. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. You can't avoid it, Jake. He said, what if I got to work on Friday and I can't avoid it? You're saying that mammon, money, is more important than Yahuwah. See? Easy work. Yahuwah looks at you and goes, you think I can't give you work that will stop you from breaking my Shabbats? But see, the human mind, you can't roll with Yahuwah because you're going, I want him to understand me. And Yahuwah saying, I'm not listening to you. You better listen to me. You're going to get every excuse in your mind to come up to be disobedient to Yahuwah. Every. And that's why you'll go in a lake of fire. And only a few people will go in eternal life. And I feel that because I asked them same questions. What about, and Yahuwah says, did I say this is a suggestion? Did I say that this is, what if you got to work? What are you doing working when I told you not to work in the first place? I didn't know no better. Now you do. What you going to do? And Yahuwah sits there going, just imagine Yahuwah just sitting there going, what you going to do? I told you what to do. What are you going to do? You going to come back and say, well, you got to work this commandment something different for me. You think he going to put up with that? No, that's why most people went in the lake, right? Yeah, Shabbat's not at nighttime. That's another way. Work third shift and get out of there before the sun come up. See, that gives y'all another break. Remember the Shabbat day. You can go work at night. As soon as that crack a day in the day, and as soon as it completely sets at night, go do what you want. You just can't do nothing from that time at sun cracks. The first little bit of light is now into Shabbat. That's the day. When there's no more light, not when the sun sets, when there's no more lights, No more light happening. Now that Shabbat day is done. Go hustle then. Listen, Yahuwah said this is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For 6 days. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. So the key is, when is the 7th day? If Yahuwah worked for 6 days, but then he set the 7th day apart, how can you and I know for sure when the 7th day is? How from the scriptures, not from professor, not from the Scientologist, not from mama or daddy, can Yahuwah tell me how to pick the 7th day? Can he show me in the scriptures? Well, he just did in Exodus 12. See, in Exodus 12, 1 and 2, he told us exactly how to determine the days. Listen, I'm going to read it again. Yahuwah told Moshe and Aaron while they were in the land of Matzah, Egypt, saying, this new moon shall mark the beginning of months for you. So I now know that new moon marks the beginning of the month. Bam! So I'm always going to know when the 7th day is. I'm always going to know. I just got to know, when is that new moon? Once I know it's the new moon day, that goes boop. That starts the month. New moon day is a day of its own. It resets a month, and it resets every month. Now, put your seatbelts on. Put your seatbelts on, because I'm going to do something for y'all that I haven't done. I'm going to take you, I printed off the page in the website. So if you go over to the calendar of the Creator, I printed this off for y'all. All you got to do is go to the link. If you go to promotethetruth.com, what you see on the screen is over there on. It's exactly word for word. I ain't going to add to it. I ain't going to take away from none of it. The calendar of the Creator. And you can find a printable calendar for the Gregorian months that we're in. We've done all the work for you. Now you can follow along with us and you'll learn how to do it. All you got to do is go down to the bottom, which I'll show you. It's easy. The calendar, I'm going to read this, fam, what you see on the screen. I'm going to read this now. Y'all ready? Make sure y'all ready. All right, blow up your screen if you got to. But I'm going to read it to you. That's right. New moon that's its own day. And now I'm going to go 7 days and I'll have the Shabbat. So like tomorrow on the Gregorian calendar, today is December the 31st. Tomorrow will be pagan, what they call January 1st. But it also happens for whatever reason to fall on the new moon day. And it's the 11th new moon of the year. So it's going to fall on new moon. So it will be its own day. New moon day, the 11th day. The 11th new moon. Got it? Now, tomorrow is what? Wednesday on the Gregorian calendar. 7 days later will be Wednesday. And I know the next 4 Shabbats will fall on Wednesday. And I know that the new moon is going to run its cycle. Why? I study it all the time. Study it. And it will never be any more than 30 days in its cycle. And it will never be any shorter than 29 days. So every month is 29 days in its rotation, or 30. Now I'm going to read this to you. The calendar is one of the most important topics of our lives. It's on the screen. The calendar we follow determines who we serve. The calendar we follow determines who we serve. Have you ever stopped and thought, how did we get the current Roman Gregorian calendar that we have? Who created this calendar that the entire world is running its lives by? Who created it? How we are to keep track of time was established by the creator Yahuwah in the beginning of time. Here is the scripture proof of how Yahuwah expects us to keep time. And then I quote what I read to y'all. Bereshit, Genesis 1, 14 through 19. And the Lord said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let these lights be for signs and for appointed times and for days and years. And let them be in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And Yahuwah made the two great lights, and the greater light was called the sun to rule the day, and the lesser light was called the moon to rule the night and the stars. You got it? And Yahuwah set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And Yahuwah saw that it was good. This completed the fourth day. Then evening and morning came. This formed the fourth day. The calendar should be one of the easiest things to know and understand. However, over the course of time, Hashatan, Satan, has put much effort into changing the calendar, thus misleading the world. Y'all stay with me in this training. In the chat, don't fly all over the place because you're going to confuse people. If y'all don't mind, do me that favor. Do me a solid, like they say, the young people say, do me a solid. Just follow with me on this sheet because you need to reconfirm in your brain so we can get us to duplicate this around the world. Fair enough? All right. So, Shaitan has done all this mess. Yahuwah, the creator, made calculating time rather simple. He made his timekeeping mechanisms where no human being could alter it. See? Now, see, no human being can alter this. What I'm teaching you now, it can't be altered unless they can go tear down the sun or the moon. They can't do it. Scripture validates this. In Bereshit, Genesis 1:14, and Yahuwah said, let there be lights in the expanse to divide in the expanse of the heavens to divide the day from the night. And let these lights be for signs and for appointed times and for days and years. There we have it in plain sight, straight from the scriptures. The light spoken of in this verse refer to the sun and the moon. That's it. It's beautiful. Everybody, if so Marie, MG, y'all just chill out. Y'all listen to me. Take a deep breath. You get ready to understand this. And if you don't understand, it's because you're full of traditions and you just got to take a deep breath and the traditions will melt away. So Yahuwah, show me this truth. Just show me the truth, Yahuwah. Yahuwah got you. He with you. He brought you here to bring you out. But if you get all caught up in your emotions, you're going to stay stuck in Egypt, Matzar, misery. So listen to me. I'm going to explain how easy this is. I gave you the scripture. So the only thing you should be taking here is the current calendar on our phones is not from the scripture. So agree or disagree. Everybody says, yeah, we get that. All right. Number 2, did Yahuwah create the two great lights in order to keep time? Yes, we see that. In verse 14, he tells us this is what he did. Okay. Now, no human can manipulate the sun or the moon. Thus, no human can manipulate Yahuwah's calendar. Would y'all agree? If you can't manipulate the sun or the moon, and if it's based upon keeping time based on the sun and the moon, we're good. So even though it was predicted in Daniel 7:25, which we read earlier, that Satan through the beast's power would think to change times and laws, Yahuwah has provided us a way to keep proper track of time if we truly desire to follow his way. So that's really what this comes down to. So every time I see people go, well, I'm kind of confused. Really what that is you kind of resist it. Because this is simple. This ain't difficult. You just got to listen to what the words are saying, and you got to go, all right, I get it. All right, watch. Did Satan actually pull off changing times and laws? Yes. The calendar's jacked up. Jacked up. New moon will be tomorrow. Okay. The 11th new moon will be tomorrow. But I'm going to say it one more time. All right, listen. Let me go through this whole sheet, and then I'm going to tell you everything you want to know. And even let y'all ask me some questions, which I rarely do. All right, just let me get through it. And if you listen and your brain don't go, what about this? What about this? What about this? That's Satan messing with you. And I don't want him to trick you out of your eternal life. So everybody listen to me. Stay with me. I got you. I love you more than you can imagine. And I done went through war to figure this out. And once I figured it out, I'm like, man, that was simple. The whole time I should have known that. So Daniel, he predicted that Satan was going to do this. So he changed the calendar, and then he changed laws through the beast power, which is the Catholic Church. They removed the second commandment out of their, quote, Bibles, and they divide the 10th commandment up into 2 so they can get 10. Right in plain sight. No shame about doing it. They literally removed it. All right, now watch this. Yahuwah has always provided us a way to keep proper track of time if we truly desire to follow his ways. It seems from scripture that following Yahuwah's calendar is yet another sign that you belong to him. So this is a sign that you belong to him. All right? This page is here to provide you. Hold on, let me go to the next page. Here we go. Let me make sure if it's following along the right way. I want to make sure, just hang tight. Yep. Got it. All right, this is going with the same page as I got. Now, one second. This page is here to provide you a simple method of tracking time by utilizing the calendar of the Creator Yahuwah based on the moon and the sun. That makes it a lunar-solar calendar. That's the way you got to do it. Think about it. Centuries ago, humans on Earth did not have a smartphone or a computer to keep track of time, did they? Nope. The earliest humans and many more throughout time kept time based upon the moon and the sun, lunar-solar. That is how it's supposed to be. This is what we and several other truth promoters are helping to restore. So we're restoring it, fam. So you didn't know it. We didn't know it. It's all right. Nobody's hating on nobody. We didn't know it. But now that we know it, we got to take some action. Y'all got it? Here's how it works. See right there? I'm on the third paragraph. Here's how it works. The first day of each month is called New Moon Day. Each New Moon Day establishes a new month. As a matter of fact, the word moon is derived from the word month. All one has to do in understanding time is understand when the new month begins. Simply looking up at the sky as the people of old did, and we can see when the new moon is about to begin. Pay close attention. Everybody go into attention mode. Fourth paragraph. New Moon Day begins the following dawn, the first bit of sunlight, after the moon's conjunction. Conjunction means no light at all on the moon. No light. So its conjunction with the sun has happened for the entire world. So this is the beautiful thing. The entire world. The entire world. That's why Promote the Truth is so critical, because we know where the first crack of light comes up in the world. We know exactly where it's at. And that way we can keep the whole world on the same pattern. Conjunction is when the sun, what is conjunction? When the sun and the moon are completely lined up together. And there is no light given at all from the moon to the world. So when there's no light at all, right? So what's getting ready to happen today? All over the world. Everybody's today, all over the world. Very important. It's going to be completely dark for everybody in the world. So everybody's Tuesday, what they call on the calendar, everybody's Tuesday, no matter where they're in the world, that's the day when it was completely dark for everybody, okay? When there is no light given from the moon to the entire world, this is the last day of the month. That's conjunction. Here's a simple explanation of what the moon's conjunction means. A lunar conjunction is when the sun and the moon and the earth are directly in one line. Because the sun is behind the moon, no sunlight is reflected from the moon's face. The moon is a total blackout during conjunction. No part of the moon can be seen in what's called an astronomical conjunction. Then we got a picture there on the screen. See that picture? So the last day, there's no light being given off. Then you see sometime in the morning, everybody's morning. So everybody's going into Wednesday morning around the entire world. There's going to be a little sliver of light take place in the entire world. Everybody's Wednesday. It's going to be this way. Once you can no longer see any light reflected from any part of the moon blacked out, then you know that is the last day of the month. How easy is that, fam? Now, I know your brain might be going, man, I just want a smartphone. We're going to give you that too. We're creating an app. That's part of tsinfo.org. We're actually building it. We're going to be building an app. We're going to be building an app that everybody can just go on their smartphone and you're going to see it just like clockwork. But in the meantime, we're showing you what to do and how we do it and why we got so many people on one accord and promote the truth. We now have thousands of people, thousands. It started out with about 5 or 10 of us. And now there's thousands of us that keep the calendar this way. Thousands of us now. Thousands. All right. Jamie said it's clear. So everybody understands that when there's no more light given from the moon, none, in the entire world, we know we got the last day. Why is that important? Because when it's the last day for the world, the next day for the entire world is what day? It's New Moon Day, which is what's going to happen for everybody's Wednesday at the time of this recording. So it's December 31st. So January 1st, 2025 on that pagan calendar. For the entire world, it's going to be New Moon Day. And it's going to be the 11th. The 11th. See it? Yeah, man. And hey, and like look, Brother Adam said, see, NASA, they say when it's complete. I love that you brought that point up. Because NASA, they say when the moon is completely dark, watch this Satan thing. They call that the new moon. Who would love to have you believe that? Satan. Who's the prince of darkness? Satan. So Satan wants to call the new completely dark. I love that Adam brought that point up. We ain't getting tricked. So now watch this. I'm at the last paragraph. Hold on. You are going to get great. That's what I love about this. You're going to get great at paying attention to the moon. You're going to get great at it. Once you do, you will have mastered how to never be fooled by Hashatan again when it comes to the true calendar of the Creator. All right, going to the next page. Now you're coming along. Everybody with me so far? And here's the beautiful part about this. This is recorded. You can go back and listen to it again and again and again and you're going to go, oh, I got it. So we will go over some specifics on how to keep track of the course of each new month. But before we do, we must help you understand how to begin to break away from being tied to the fake calendar, which practically the entire world currently follows, like they're going to do for New Year's Eve. See, it's fake. It's taking worship away from Yahuwah. The current world calendar is called the Gregorian calendar, which was named after Pope Gregory, not Yahuwah. They named it after a pope. Told you, beast power. That's the beast power of the Catholic Church. The Gregorian calendar runs on a continuous 7-day week without interruption and without any ties to nature. There's no ties to the sun or the moon on the Gregorian calendar. So on your app, on your phone, there's no ties to the sun or the moon on that against Yahuwah. Revelation, Hazum 12:9 says that Hashatan and his messengers go about and deceive the entire world. The changing of the calendar is one of the many ways Hashatan, Satan, has pulled off this massive deception. It's crazy. Fourth paragraph. This deception and use of the Gregorian calendar is against the calendar of the Creator Yahuwah, as he never intended for time to be kept on a continual 7-day cycle. That's what your brain got snapped out of. He said, remember the seventh day. He never said, keep the Sabbath every 7 days. Bam, that should be a breakthrough for you. I'm going to say it slower again. It doesn't say every 7 days you are to keep the Shabbat. This is critical wording, what I'm saying here. It never says every 7 days you are to keep the Shabbat. It never says, I'm going to say it again. It never says every 7 days you are to keep the Shabbat. It says remember the Shabbat day. This is how Yahuwah says, this will be a sign between me and my people. I want to know if you're smart enough to understand what I'm saying to you. And you're not going to understand it unless you love me like this. That's right, Sister Queen. Sister Queen said, come on. See, you don't got no scripture. Show me one. Challenge to all of you 7-day continuous people. Give me one scripture that says every 7 days. See, if it said that, we would do that. And that's a breakthrough. How many of y'all got a breakthrough? Put it in the chat right now. If that just gave you a breakthrough and broke you free, going, I get it now. There's nowhere in scriptures does it say every 7 days keep the Shabbat. It don't say it nowhere. It only says remember the Shabbat day to keep it set apart. It says 6 days you should work, but the 7th. But then it tells me how to start a month. Oh, that is what it does tell me. How many of you got a breakthrough? Put it in the chat. I want to see some feedback. Or are you stuck? Russia, everything is so clear. See, once I got this, I got more prayers answered. William know what's up. Put some money on. Put some money on the table. That's right. You can't find it nowhere in the scripture. And Tari Yahu, every time somebody comes in and they quote the book of Enoch, I know for a fact, they don't know what they're talking about. I know for a fact. Because I got the real book of Enoch. And it don't say there's 364 days in the year. And if you want to go against that, put some money up. Put some money up. Let me prove something to you, Tariyahu, and everybody else here. Because you're going to have people pull out Jubilees, Yubal, and the book of Enoch, and they're almost everyone I've ever seen. I'm so glad I got my hands on them books way back then when I first found Yahuwah, because they started distorting them right after that. I was watching it. Right? They started distorting the hell out of them. Well, the book of Enoch says this. I'm like, hold on. Let's just say the book of Enoch says that. Let's just say it. And I'm telling you it don't. But let's just say it does. Can the book of Enoch surpass the books of Masha? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Who did Yahuwah Mashiach tell us to listen to? He told us to listen to Masha first. Masha. Come on, Tara Yahoo. You see what I'm saying? He told us listen to Masha first. So let me tell you why it's important. The first 5 books are so critical. Because every other book must align with the first 5 books, or it's a counterfeit. It's a lie. It's mistranslated. If anybody, any books disagrees with Masha, you now have identified a counterfeit. And nobody has ever had a rebuttal to me saying that to them. That's brought to me all these fake arguments. You got to want to be obedient. You can't go against Masha. Yahuwah told you, I talked to him face to face. Who gave Masha the books? It was Yahuwah and his, more than likely, I'm telling you right now, it was either Yahuwah or Gabriel dealing with Masha. That's who was dealing with Masha. The other ones would get it through messages. Yahuwah would send it through a message. He's dealing directly with Yahuwah. So any other book that disagrees with the first 5 books of Masha, I call them a counterfeit. And if I got to pick one, who am I going to pick? These days, people are doing Enoch worship. Hanuk is his real name. People are doing Hanuk worship. And the only reason they're doing it, right? The only reason they're doing it is this. This is the only reason they're doing it. They want to be different. They want to be like, oh, I got y'all. I got y'all. You ain't got nobody. You got yourself going in the lake because you're disagreeing with Masha. And Yahuwah told us about you to leave you alone. Y'all learning today. I'm rolling with what Masha said. And I got his earliest writings. And I know how to translate them. Now watch this. He never intended us, the 4th on your screen, the 4th paragraph, Yahuwah never intended for us to keep time on a continual 7-day cycle. This makes us have to pay attention to his creation. That's why I believe he did it. Yahuwah, the creator, 5th paragraph, through his word, wants us to keep the calendar based upon his creation. Simple. His calendar is non-continual. Can you handle that? Some of y'all can't take it. Some of y'all so hooked on Satan's ways, it's hard for you to get that Yahuwah's calendar is not continual. It resets every month. Every month. See, it's simple. It's right in front of our face. Did you know? I'm going to give you something I know more than likely you had no clue. That the word new moon occurs 450 plus times in the scriptures. Did y'all know that? In over 180 verses. The word new moon occurs over 450 times in over 180 verses. Who knew that? Hardly anybody. So how important is it if it's occurring that much? But what they did was they took the word new moon out and they replaced it with month, which is the clue. They replaced the word new moon almost every time with the word month because they know that a new moon is a month and they talk that way. I'm going to give that to you in the next. At the closing, 6:15-ish session, I'm going to go into the scriptures and prove to you that a new moon is a month. Is this helping anybody? What I'm sharing, is this helping anybody? His calendar is non-continual, and this helps keep our attention on him. It's got to be why Yahuwah's doing it. Therefore, his creation mechanisms for time, the sun and the moon, are so vitally important for keeping proper track of the calendar. In fact, the moon and the sun are the only true mechanisms for the true calendar of the Creator. This is beautiful because every month, new moon, causes us to stop and acknowledge Yahuwah as the Creator. Think about his purpose. We have to stop and acknowledge him as the creator. Each new moon, new month, allows us to reflect on the accomplishments of the prior month, and give thanks to Yahuwah for keeping us in him. Specifics. Now I'm going to give you some specifics. The calendar of the creator utilizes months that are either 29 or 30 days. All you got to do is go stare. Do what we've done for years. And I'm not playing. And if you think this is different, put some money up. Don't be talking. Like, don't try to deceive people. Put your money up and go, no. It's 31 days sometimes. No. It's 28 days sometimes. Do it. 27. No, I'm telling you for a fact, and we'll put some money on it. That moon cycles no more than 30 days, no less than 29 days every single month. Every month. Determining the last day of the month as either the 29th or the 30th is simple. Whenever the moon is the darkest for the entire world, that's a lunar conjunction, that is the last day of the month. In months where the last day of the month is the 29th day, so its cycle went 29 days, the new moon day falls on the dawn after the 29th day. In the months, so in the months where the last day of the month is the 30th day, the new moon day falls the dawn after the 30th day. Once you have new moon day, then you will have 4 complete weeks of 7 days that follow. 6 work days, then the Shabbat, Sabbath. The Shabbat always, on the real calendar, always falls on the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th of the lunar-solar months. Always. Always. Every time you see the Shabbat talked about in the scriptures, if you ever see the 8th day, the 15th day, if it'll say the 8th day of the new moon, or the 15th day of the new moon, or the 22nd day of the new moon, or the 29th day of the new moon, it will always be a Shabbat. Every single scripture that brings that up. Every one. There's not one scripture, none, 0, that has a Shabbat fall on a different day than the 8th, 15th, 22nd, or 29th of the lunar-solar month. I'm not talking about your junk Gregorian calendar. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real calendar of Yahuwah. So that's consistency. Keep in mind that these Shabbat dates, Sabbath dates, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, can fall on different days on the Roman Gregorian calendar. See it? Look what Yaakov said. There's been an uproar about the calendar since I came to know Yahuwah, and almost no one makes it as simple as PTT. We're making it simple. We gotta go through some of the minutia of the Gregorian calendar, but once you just step back and go, oh, I get it. Because on the Gregorian calendar, the Shabbat's gonna fall on different days or dates on the Roman Gregorian calendar, because the Gregorian calendar is always continuous without any ties to the moon or the sun. See, they're pagan. They don't have no ties to creation, so the days will fall on different days, but we keep in real time. That's against the word of Yahuwah. For example, if the lunar-solar new moon falls on a Wednesday, that's so funny it's happening to fall on a Wednesday this time. On a Gregorian calendar, the next 4 Sabbaths will always fall on a Wednesday as well. How easy is that, fam? See, I just made it easy for you. New moon day is going to happen tomorrow. Bam. That's its own day. 7 days later is the Shabbat. It's going to be the first Shabbat of the new moon. You're going to have 4 of them. And then after 4, it's either going to fall on the 29th or the 30th day. If it falls on the 29th day, we observe Shabbat. We just wait and watch another day. We chilling. We ain't worried about no numbers. We ain't caught up on, man, is this the 14th day? We're not worried about that. We're only worried about the new moon, and we're worried about the Shabbats. Does everybody take a deep breath? We're worried about the new moon and the Shabbats, and Shabbats meaning appointed times of Yahuwah. And if we just keep the new moon, we will always keep the Shabbats right, and we will always keep the 7 appointed times right, always. So we're going to be right every time. After the last Sabbath, you will look for the new moon. Simple. See? Sabbath was yesterday, right? We looking for the new moon to reset the new month. Thus, the new moon day, right? So we're looking. We know the Sabbath was done yesterday. We're like, okay, is it new? No, it's still got a little bit of light. So then we go, oh, today, this is going to be a 30-day cycle month. Okay, we look it up. Got it. The new moon day will happen to follow the next day. See, again, for example, if the lunar-solar new moon falls on a Wednesday, the next 4 Sabbaths will be Wednesday. After the last Sabbath, we will look for the new moon to reset the upcoming new month. Thus, new moon day will happen the following day after the 4th Shabbat if there are 29 days of that month. Or the new moon day will happen 2 days after the 4th Shabbat of the month if there are 30 days. Got it? So yesterday was a Shabbat. New moon's going to happen on Wednesday. So on Monday was a Shabbat. It's a 30-day month. Bam. Simple. Visible moon phases signaling the Shabbat and the new moon. Let me go to the next page. And then we're about to wrap up this session and get ready for the next one. So the first Shabbat, day 8, you're going to see a half a moon. Every time, family. Every time it's the first Shabbat, you're going to see a half a moon. Every time. 50% illuminated. The second Shabbat, every time you're going to see a full moon. Every time. 100% illuminated. And then on the third Shabbat, you're going to see the other half. So you're going to see another half. So you see one side of a half the first time, and then you'll see us different. It will not be on the same half. It'll be the other half because it's moving. And then on the fourth Shabbat, you're not going to really see much of the moon, if at any. You're going to see none or barely a little bit. It'll be less than 2% illuminated. The last day of the month is not always on the fourth Shabbat. It could be the day after the fourth Shabbat. So the last day of the moon means it's 0% illuminated. After the last day, then after the last day will then be new moon day, the following dawn, first daylight of the morning. So no need to get confused. You will learn this like the back of your hand. I promise you. Remember, you will be observing the real calendar based upon the calendar of the Creator, Yahuwah, which is based upon the moon and the sun, lunar-solar. And when we come back, I'll touch on determining the year. And then I'm going to give you examples of, for real, you're going to know all the scriptures always been talking about moons equal months. Always. So you're going to be so fired up because you're going to be so clear. All right? Did this help y'all? I'm stopping meticulously going through this. Is this helping y'all? Be honest with me. Tell me the truth. Talk to me. Tell me what's true. Keep it honest, but show me the real you. Talk to me. Kappa Bana. Did this help y'all? I want some real feedback because you can go back and listen to this over and over. You might have picked it all up. Might not have got it all right now. But you should have a good idea. They're like, man, you know what? He just made some sense. That just made sense. That just made sense. So that's what we're doing here. We're here to teach people the ways of Yahuwah. And I just proved to you that the New Year's Eve is a lie. It's impossible for this to be the new year if it's the 11th new moon. We got to wait for the first new moon to know when we're having a new year. Otherwise, Satan has deceived the entire world, which you're going to see it happening. If you have not already, depending on where you're in the world, you see fireworks and everything going off, and they're celebrating the darkness. They even celebrating the new year in the middle of the night. I'm going to do beginning the year in the next phase, Malik. I haven't covered it. I had to just nail down the moon first. Now I'll finish up with the sun. I'll do a little recap on the moon. I'll finish up with the sun. And then I'm going to make us understand that, man, this has been in front of our face the whole time. Ray Lynn says, started learning from PTT since May, and it's easier as each moon comes and goes. Yeah. PTT fam, I like what you said there, sis. PTT fam have been so clear and truthful in all ways. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. Yeah, Shiloh. All the names of the Gregorian months are pagan. Exactly. What you say, Joe? My big brother Jay knows his stuff. All backed up by scriptures. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. That's it. That's it. Brenda said this is a serious revelation about the celebration night. Look at that. They're going to celebrate. Y'all stop, and I'm out of here until 6:15. The world is going to celebrate a new year at 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. They're going to say that that's the start of a new year. How can it be the start of a new year in the middle of the night? Can't be. So we know that New Year's Eve is a lie. And it was sent from the pit of hell to keep us away from looking at Yahuwah's creation. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and I'll catch y'all back here. And we're going to be ripping now. You got to put your seatbelts on because we're going to be ripping. We get back here at 6:15.